Hello and welcome to the inspirational pop-up this week. Hey, Bridget.
Hello, I'm feeling very, very inspired as we were talking a few minutes ago just about this thing that I've started where I'm doing these videos on people's biggest strength, which is something that they've now taken into what they actually do. So it's real people, real conversations, and that I'm finding inspiring. So yes, so
Yeah,
today's topic.
today's topic is how to improve creativity. And as we both are very creative people, and we love it because it's a feeling of new inspiration, getting to know other people. And yeah, creativity is always like a new day every day, no? And you created now a Facebook page where you interview interesting people. I do my Facebook group, but so many people ask both of us, no? Your community, my community, how to improve creativity. So what are your key learnings from that? How do you keep it
So
up?
I think the first one is you have to be inspired first. Because if you're inspired, you go into that with inspiration. So number one, it has to come from you, and you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because I think if you're gonna with anything in life, if you're gonna play it safe and you're never gonna be a little bit uncomfortable, you're never gonna get inspired. You're gonna get bored because you're gonna be like a flipping hamster just on a wheel, you know.
Right.
Um, so those kind of things, and I think in addition to that, not to get too obsessed with devices, but sometimes creativity has got to be explored. I mean, I know you've just come back from a trip now, so I'm sure you can shed some light on that.
Yeah, also for me, trips or vacations or kind of journeys without an end are always very inspiring. I traveled the world through Africa 2 years ago because I want to get inspired through the circus world. It doesn't have to be that I am a circus person after that, but I wanted to see different kinds of teachings, of creations, of events. Yeah. So, and see also how to combine it with education at that time. No? So I wanted to create something with education, but that's different from school. It didn't work out like that, but now I do something else. But it's always what you say. I realized as well last week when I was away, I didn't go too much into the digital devices. So, and I felt so much freer and had more ideas of creating something for youngsters as well with sports and anything else. Yeah. So this was again, yeah, a good learning. And I always realized when I take time set for myself and combined with movement, what it was with the circus stuff as well, I got new ideas, or I could talk about things to others much more inspiring than when you're in your everyday life. So that would be my learning for other people who say, "Oh, I don't know how to be more creative." It's really take, like, in your timetable, find a break. You can't really say, okay, now I'm sitting here, I need creativity. That doesn't work
Yeah.
neither. Yeah, but you need the
No,
break.
but I think with that is changing up that routine, because I really, really believe that so much of the things that we do are so robotic that you find yourself driving the same way every time. You find yourself going to the same coffee shop, whatever it is, but it's like a robot. I mean, a few days ago, I went for a run, and I went completely on the path that I always went on, even though that day I'd taken a different path. And it was only when I'd gone far into the run, I was like, hang on a minute. No. This time I actually took a different path, but I automatically am going onto that old path I was on. So for me, that was so like a life thing. We just become so robotic. And by changing the routine, we see things differently. We experience things differently. It broadens our mind.
And
So
I would
change.
say as well, surround yourself by creative people who are already there, what you want to be, perhaps even if it's not the same thing, but some people here know it. I was around the world with these group of digital nomads, and they have so different ideas. Like some are Facebook marketers, that's not so creative, but still you do the text, the pictures and the movies and all that. You have to think about how to put this, and so there's creativity in it as well. But there are so many people who turned their passion into an online project somehow, and this for me opened an horizon I wouldn't have had when I didn't go for traveling or something, with them. And there are now so many groups where you can, through Facebook groups, find them. If you are, I don't know, passionate of yoga, so you go to different yoga retreats and then see what is your kind of yoga retreat, or perhaps you combine it, yoga with circus. So I got to know, while traveling, people who are doing retreats in beautiful locations in Guatemala, Nicaragua, and they found spaces with huge terraces where they can hang up the tissue, to do acrobatics and fabrics and all that, and yoga and creativity. And you think, what a genius combination.
I do think that a big thing with that is, I think if you are someone like myself, and I think someone like yourself, it's a lot easier from the point of view that I get bored very, very quickly. I need change. And if change doesn't happen, I'll go and find it. Because I am not some hamster on a wheel, and I can't do the same. I literally can't. So for me, I'm continuously looking to develop, to grow, to diversify, to expand. But I think if you're somebody who likes to work in a very safe, comfortable space, I think it's hard to get that creativity. And I think then probably it's really, really, really helpful to be surrounded by people who are incredibly creative, because we are very much influenced by the people we surround ourselves with. But if you don't have it, then definitely tap into other people's, for sure.
Yeah, and still, if you are a person who is more settled, I think this is still the key, to surround you by these people. You can find also local groups. There is the Meetup app. If you like painting, then you go on Meetup and check the different events where you can go to get inspired of different styles of painting. I don't know. Yeah, I would go there in Facebook groups, Meetup groups, LinkedIn groups, to see how to get a better, to become a better speaker, whatever. So you can do it in your surroundings, but step out of your comfort zone, as you said, and then try it out. Because I realize that's what we talked many times about it. If you always think and dream of change, it doesn't fall from the sky. You have to go into one direction and then adjust it and find these people who inspire you. And then creativity comes.
With that being said, if there are people in Germany who are English speaking, I'm very sorry that I don't speak German, my apologies. But if there are people who are in Germany, preferably, because this is for me, I want this to be a global conversation. So it's real conversations with real people. That's in essence what it is. So if there are people who listen to this and would like to share their biggest challenge at their biggest skill, something that they have in them that's helping to overcome something, where they would like to share that, I would like to have like a 10-15 minute conversation with them. And join them in my group, to inspire other people, and for other people to feel like they're not alone. Because no matter what you're going through, whether it's a death, divorce, job loss, whatever you're going through, everyone's gone through something, everybody.
And how the thing is how you turned it into a strength, and don't stay in this victim mode. And what you created out of it also can be a creative thing, doesn't have to be, but if there is creativity around, as I know so many people who did out of a crisis a wonderful thing. I got to know a person who lost her partner on a hiking trip in Nepal, and they just want to get married. She wrote a wonderful book after this period of, what is it, mourning? And now she has a blog that is read, I don't know how many times per month, about the good feeling of mourning. So that and it's amazing how she puts this emotion into words. Yeah, so there are so many things to create something out of a crisis that is also a kind of creativity. Yeah, it doesn't have to be, yeah, always
No,
very
exactly.
happy.
Taking the challenge into something positive. Absolutely.
So creativity is all around. It's a big treasure. Just
It's
dig it.
exactly. Yes. Thank you.